welcome to the Doing It with Purpose podcast, where I'm your host, Cornelius T. Summers, aka Little Cuddy, and of course we have host Gregory Peterson, aka the Deep. And we just here today, just finished watching a phenomenal basketball game between the South Carolina Gamecock girls and LSU Tigers, and man, it's not a more fitting opportunity and time to bring in Mr. Dre'Von Sweat from Sweat Elite.
Yes, sir.
I want to welcome him on the show all the way from Irmo, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Originally raised and born in Irmo?
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Okay.
From the jump.
Say from the jump?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man.
I remember the first time I went to Irmo as a teenager. Hey, I went to Carrot. That's a little club that used to be down. Well,
nothing good happened in that Carrot.
Nothing
Nothing
good.
good happened.
I just remember it was
Drake
college
probably
night.
don't even know nothing about it.
Nothing about it. Right down the road from Irmo High School.
Yeah.
Hey, some of the best times of my life. I'm lucky to still be here.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, because college night was, I was in high school, but I was at every college night. But yeah, so welcome to the show, man. We wanted to have you on today. And before we get into the history and the background of the Sweat Elite organization, hey, you got to give us your thoughts on the last 2 days worth of basketball from the Carolina girls. Because knowing that you've trained and helped prepare a lot of those young ladies for the task that they had today. So
really, it's exciting just to see, like, just to see the whole world watching them, and just to know they right up the street.
Yeah,
and you see them putting the work in.
Oh yeah,
day in and day out.
It's cool, especially, and then with Khadijah now, that's a whole nother little thing.
Yeah,
somebody you know personally. Well, I know a lot of them personally, but just to see them succeed, and it's just cool to see. Then that shot, that was
crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was exciting. That was.
Hey, but before we get into that, man, let's just go back to we got Dre Sweat on here. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Dre.
So just off rip, I'm just like me as a person. I'm just kind of chill, calm person. I like chilling. As you can see, as a coach, I'm kind of the same for the most part. Except with his son, he the only person that kind of get me out of that. Out of my chill.
Everybody.
He had that effect on
me. I like just having a good time, chilling. Basketball obviously a big part of my life.
Yeah.
But besides that, like just going, watching games, watching TV shows, Netflix, whatever. Getting some good food, just relaxing, chilling.
That's what's up, man.
Based on your Instagram now, for those who need to follow at Dre Sweat or Sweat Elite, you like to hit the road. You like to, you know what I'm saying, travel a little bit.
I just got my passport too recently, so I'm trying to plan my first trip out the country soon.
Brazil. Just go over there for a training session with Camila Cardoso. Hang out in Brazil, man. That'll be the best place.
Won't nothing be good about that, Dre.
But hey, everybody over there 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". So
I like traveling for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow me though. Sweat Elite on Instagram. Dre Sweat on Facebook.
Yeah.
Bring your kids to me. We get them right.
That was gonna be one of my questions, man. Yeah. So you do the training and all that, man, whatever. So do you go out and physically pick your kids, or your kids just find you and they come to you, man?
Yeah, with the training, they come to it's just finding me, word of mouth, social media. I try to post as much as possible.
Okay.
Just content. Trying to just because everything in the world really, I feel like is if people see other people doing it, they're gonna do it.
So
you just get the right people, get more people, and then that's just how it goes. And of course, the results got to be there.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. So how you get started with this, man?
All right, so to start, it's gonna go to really training. Started me. I was a sophomore in college at USC. And I wasn't training. I was just helping out my uncle. He actually they got a team called the Blazers. I think you heard them. But back then, it was the Hoyas. So all those kids now, they in 9th grade now. But they was in 3rd grade when I first started. It was just, I would go I get out of class. I might run. Because they practice right up the street from campus. So I'll go out of class, run up there, help them out with practice sometimes. But it wasn't like nothing for real. So that was like the first year. Then I just kept being around, coaching more.
Hanging around them.
Going to the tournaments, going to practice every time. Then I start. By the time they probably was in 5th grade, I started like training a little bit, like just working with them, just being around,
teaching them the fundamentals.
And then I say by probably they was 6th grade. That's when I kind of like really started training. And we'd like doing stuff after practice, and I just hit them up. I'm in the gym, and it was just no charge, nothing. It was just I was just trying to learn what I was doing. Now that's how it started. And then since I was at USC, so that probably was. I had the timing a little off. Probably around my junior year at USC, I met my good friend Lily Grissett. She played at Carolina. She's in Luxembourg now playing basketball.
Okay.
So we like that's like my sister. So we like real cool. So I used to always be around her, just being around. So being around her and trying to start training, it just kind of it just went straight to helping her, helping out other players on the team. And they just gave me a chance to try it, and then kind of start
fell in love with it.
So posting.
That's
videos.
become your passion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Our motto, man, God's plan.
God's
plan just worked out for you. He worked that thing out for you.
You was in the right place at the right time,
exactly.
on purpose.
On purpose.
Right.
On purpose. Yeah. Sure. So you didn't play for Carolina?
No, I didn't play there. My plan was to walk home, but I always tell every time people ask me, I'm like, it's gonna sound like a crazy story, but like I was there, I was gonna do it and everything. And then with the NCAA, you gotta have, I think it's like a sickle cell form, something like that. And I went the whole because they put the post out like a day or two before the tryouts was. Yeah. So I went through I had to go through the whole Columbia. My dad calling everywhere trying to get this the paper when you born or something like a form.
Proving that you didn't have the sickle cell trait.
But so like I got the paper. I had to go to the some records office or something.
DA.
Yeah. I got the paper, take it, got there, put my shoes on, warming up. They come to me. They said, yeah, you can't do it. It's only your mom's name on the paper. Your name not on the paper. So I never even got to try out or nothing. So like it just stopped there. But obviously, like you said, God's plan. It wasn't me.
Because you didn't give up your passion for basketball.
Yeah,
you know, as I looked up all I had to do was Google and start typing in, and your name popped up. I was like, look at Dre, a celebrity.
Got like link.
Got a LinkedIn sitting in his suit. We'll pop that up there. He looking all professional. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? He normally come in with the jaw 12s on or something like that, but he was in a full suit, probably with some dunks underneath that, right?
No, I had some real.
Okay, so you had
the
Stacey Adams on.
Yeah, they were signing. That's another one of my passions too. I like dressing, getting dressed up.
You like fashion?
CJ, your son CJ, he know.
Oh, okay. So you teaching him a little something?
He be trying to steal a drip a little.
Okay. That's him. That's him.
Hey, he'll take credit. He'll take credit for it. You know, your stuff probably original. He's shopping on Temu. He got a Temu budget. But he done put me on some stuff. He done put me on some stuff that I ain't gonna tell everyone where I get my stuff from, but he put me on Temu. But yeah, so you got this training thing going on. Let's go back a little bit. Where did your passion for basketball develop? I mean, you said you started work with your uncle, but you played all through middle school. You played AAU ball yourself. What some organizations you played with?
I played with I don't remember starting off. I know I played with the Ravens when I was younger. Carolina Ravens. I played with a team called Carolina Jazz. We made with my school, around that area, Columbia.
Cool.
My going into my senior year, I played with a team out of Charleston called TMP.
Okay.
So me and my teammate from high school, he actually went to VMI and played, but we would go twice a week to Charleston for practice.
Wow.
Our dads would drive us out there twice a week for practice. And it was good. It was good. We got more exposure, seen more things, met new people, so it was cool. But straight up, I feel like since I was born, cause I got an older brother who played basketball too.
Okay.
He's
so
6 years old. Yeah, so since he was already 6 started. So as soon as I'm born, that's all I see is basketball. Him playing. So I really don't know when I started. I feel like I just started. Yeah. I just always
developed a passion for it.
So did y'all win the state, man, at Amo?
Man, I don't even want to talk about
Come
it.
on, bro. Come on,
We
man.
lost to the state championship my senior year.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It was
crazy.
a good experience though to get there, but
yeah, that's crazy.
It was but yeah.
It was your fault y'all lost, man?
Nah, it wasn't my fault. I feel like I did my job.
Don't throw nobody under the bus, man.
Nah. I could have did some more though, but I had a good showing in the championship game, so that was cool. I had a good little game.
Okay.
I
was watching some highlights last night, man. Khadijah sent me some stuff. And I pull you up or whatever, man. Looked like you had a nice little jumper. Yeah, it wasn't wet as mine, but you had a nice little jumper.
He still got it. I ain't gonna lie.
He still got a little jumper.
That's what I tell the kids. If your name ain't Stephen or Damon, you can't shoot better than me.
Man, stop that, man.
Hey, we got a clip. He knocking him down from half court.
Hey, CJ, cut the tape off, man. We got to go outside. We got to get some footage. Nah.
Hey,
tell you,
I saw him a little bit.
Straight,
I saw him a little bit in workouts and stuff like that. You know, you have some people who have played the game and they can train. Yeah. You got some people who has played the game, they can coach. Yeah. And you got some that play the game, but they don't know how to take what they have done and what they've learned and translate it to the kids or anyone else who's following. But I've seen it firsthand. I've seen CJ's game. It's not where I want to see it, and that's not any fault of anyone but CJ's, right?
Pretty much, man. That's what
he won't listen, but he'll listen to Dre and Khadijah more than he'll listen to myself.
That's always.
But
You're paying
know,
them, man. So
yeah,
right.
So, but at the end of the day, I've seen CJ's game and his understanding of the game grow because of the training that he's been with in Sweater League / K Session Hoops. But you know, in saying that, man, I can contest and attest to the training and the level of training that you provided. I've seen it in the kids. I see some of the younger kids, and then I look at some of the players that at a collegiate level. Like I saw a clip where you were training Chloe Kitts. I saw where was it Murray Bowles that you know the freshmen, these phenoms that are coming through.
Yeah.
I'm telling CJ, we watching the game the other night, and I forgot Murray Bowles did a move. I said, CJ, that's a drill that Dre have y'all doing or whatever.
Right.
It's like that, and he started pointing it out. So hey, I attest to the training that you provide. And it's legit. I don't know if I can hang. My knees and got a little too.
Hey, that's his son, so he gonna talk. He gonna talk him up with him. I'm gonna tell you the truth, Dre. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I'm like I said, I'm not happy with where he's at because of him, not because I've seen the training. I've seen what he's been given, but I got to get CJ to apply it.
So you don't want me to get the truth?
Just get the truth. I need.
I'm talking about Cornelius. You don't want me to get the truth?
Yeah, get the truth.
Okay then. All right. Nah, but for real, seriously, before CJ started working out with you guys, man, the man was borderline trash. I used to kill the man out here every day, man. He was borderline trash. I ain't played him in a while now. But right now, man, his game, once he started, working out with y'all and training with y'all, man, whatever, his game went from just say C, D game. He done took his game to at least a B game, man.
For sure.
And he could have an A game, but he won't go all in.
Yeah.
Not because of nothing that y'all doing, man. He won't go all in, man.
Oh, yeah.
If he go all in, he can have an A game, man.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And I've seen it in several players. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it in several players, and we talked briefly about some of the things that he had went through with previous coaching, and just his lack of confidence or faith in what someone is telling him. Because like I said, he's not listening to dad. He'll listen to uncle a little bit more. Yeah. But then, when you all get on him and stuff, he'll come home like, Dad, I understand what Coach Dre was saying, or whatever. I have to remind him Coach Dre because he try to think he cool with you or whatever.
That's another thing. Yeah. I'm 25. I'm about to be 26 this year. A lot of these kids, they be thinking I'm their age.
Hey, man.
But I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to still look young. Yeah, that's.
But sometimes you have to get like on their level, man. You don't want to be. You want to be like in that leadership role or whatever, but you don't want to be demanding, and,
for sure,
because they won't listen to them, man, whatever. So you want to be on their level, you want to relate to them and cut up with them a little bit, man, whatever. But when it's time, to get on, man, you got to get on.
You got to get serious.
Oh yeah, and I know, I don't think that you will, and you may. I haven't seen it or whatever. But I know Khadijah, man. I know she probably don't play no games, man.
Yeah, it's like a good balance.
Yeah,
I'm more like a chill.
Good cop, bad
like I said, if you get me there, I'm gonna get on you. But it ain't. Yeah. It's nowhere near.
So she gonna come in the gym on you.
Yeah.
You got to get there.
Yeah,
she coming there with her foot on your neck. I would say
my training and my coaching it's similar, but it's a little different. Coaching, I'm a little more like I'm gonna yell more because it's just a lot more going on.
Yeah.
Fans, so I'm gonna yell more. It's just more intense. But training, I'm still intense, but it's more like I'm trying to talk with you.
Yeah.
Quick. Good job, Gray. Good job, TJ. Good job. That's how you gotta move. Same thing back. Let's go.
Yeah, I seen the video.
Yeah, a lot of people too. I feel like especially kids. As soon as you want to yell, they gone.
Yeah,
they shut down.
They shut down on you.
So I try to just make sure they stay locked in with it.
Oh yeah.
So I have a question. In your training experience, who's easier to train, a male or female?
That's a good question. I don't think it's.
It depends on them,
thing.
the individual.
The easiest people to train is the hardest, whoever worked the hardest, and and honestly, who can pick up stuff the fastest too. Because sometimes you train to somebody, you trying to show them something. It's just it might take, which is it's good because they learn it, but it might take them 10 minutes just to pick up a certain step. Like not like you want like a step, boom, boom. It might take them a little longer to figure it out.
The footwork.
A cross jab is something that a lot of people struggle with, including your son. It's hard for a lot of people to learn.
Oh yeah.
I had somebody the other day. I was like, we'll get to that another day.
Yeah.
It's more of a
and don't get
move.
so. I think just like anything else, social media has taken something that requires a high level of skill and made it look simple. From simple things, even with cutting hair, some people go to a barbershop and look at it and like, man, hey, give me this. And they looking at a video knowing that the video Photoshop is not, they don't show you how they got there because they done painted everything on you. But, they just give you this picture. And I think sometimes the same thing with some of these drills, you have some of these content creators and trainers like, oh yeah, try this and try that. Yeah, you know how to do that. But when you talk about getting the feet matching the hands, matching the brain and everything clicking, as a trainer, I can understand how that's possibly a little difficult at times, especially when you're dealing with kids who, one, they don't quite have the skill yet, or they think they surpassed the skill. How do you get these individuals that you train to kind of buy into what it is that you're teaching?
Main thing I say to buy in is like, for one, the results, and then the lack of results. Yeah. So if you feel like if a kid or even a college player, whatever, if you feel like you too good for a certain thing, let you have a bad game. I'm gonna say you ain't. Look what you just did. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw it in your face. Oh, so we gonna pull out the ladder. If you got we gonna hit the ladder. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just simple stuff. You never too good for the basics. Mike and drill, we got layups. Yeah. College players still doing it. Then you got a 7th grader come in the gym. He going slow because he think he too good to do a mic and drill. You know what I'm saying? So just stuff like that. Just letting them know they not where they want to be. If they want to get to a certain level, they gotta just stick to the basics. That's really the main thing.
And that goes back to like, I'm pretty much a baseball guy. I played basketball with my son. Both of my sons played baseball, whatever. And like we pretty much hit off the tee their whole career, man. Mm-hmm. And you think about it, like a lot of guys think, hey man, we don't need to be hitting off the tee, man. Hey, I know how to hit a ball and all that stuff, whatever. But I found out that A-Rod hit off the tee his whole career. Yeah, I mean, he hit off the tee. So with back to them, coordination. Yeah, exactly. Back to them little small drills, fundamental stuff. Whatever, hey, you need that, man.
Yeah, that's the key to it. It's steps. It's fun. Yeah, exactly. Like if that's what got you there, then you just cut it out.
Nah, you can't.
It's gonna mess your game up. You can see NBA players. They warming up. They doing layups. They got form shots. Yeah, all that. So that's like difference of a good and a great player. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna focus on the little things. For sure.
So as a trainer, what do you look for? You're around a bunch of children. You're around a bunch of adults sometimes when you go to some of the adult leagues and say, if you're looking to train someone and you start seeing potential in someone, what key factors are you looking for to like, wow, I can take that from good to great?
Of course, off rip, everybody sees athleticism. That's the first thing you're going to see. But I would say athleticism is the first thing. You see somebody that's fast and can jump, you're like, hey, if I can get him a shot, like exactly. That's of course one thing. And then I say a nice jump shot. You see a shot, you see the game now. Oh yeah, shooting that's key. That's everything. That's key. So I would say that. Attitude for sure. Oh yeah, definitely attitude. Something don't go your way. You ain't doing all this. Yeah.
You being affected by it.
Even if go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say with attitude, you can see how a whole attitude can affect the whole team. Because I've seen some players, to include my son, you get mad at everybody else when they make a mistake, but then you turn the ball over, and it's like, nah, you gotta maintain and stay neutral. And I always tell him, whether you score 10 points or you got 10 turnovers, I don't want you to keep playing the same, but I want you to stay the same, keep the same cool level here.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I lost my train of thought just now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We just firing questions at you. But no,
we was talking about, like, you was talking about the attitude. Just say,
So what I'm looking for? Yeah, I would say so. Attitude, like you just said, how you respond to the good and the bad. Yeah, but that's like off, not on exactly on the court, but that's still on the court things. Yeah. And then of course ball handling, cause that's a big thing too. I would just say off rip. If I see a kid that you just get that look, they got a potential. But me personally, I like working with all type of kids, whether they come out shooting the ball like this or whether they come out dunking like that. Sometimes those are like more enjoyable for a trainer because you get to really see your work.
And that was going to be a follow-up question in terms of what's easiest to train in terms of someone who has never played the game. And I've seen you train some kids that this is their first time. You teaching them the fundamentals, just how to dribble the ball, or someone who's come in and they have a dominant understanding of the game, but you're trying to help them take their understanding and turn it into skill.
So I would say kind of like the answer I said earlier, but if if it's a person that's real good, but they willing to learn, that's the easiest person to train, I would say. And then for kids, if it's a kid that's ready to work, or he or she, they're easy to train too, but it's more like tedious when it's like they just beginning. And for me, which I had to learn when I first started, I didn't do good. You got to repeat the same, like 100-pound dribbling one time. That ain't enough. You probably got to do 500.
Wow.
Like, because they can't do nothing else. That's
Muscle
like, you got to get the basics down. So, like, at first I was like, it's time I got to move to something different. Because, like, you know, some people paying their money for you to train. So it's like, I got to try to fit all this. But in reality, we might need 30 minutes of just dribbling the ball straight down.
Yeah. So
cross it over, dribble. So, actually, I'd probably say in the last 6 months, I kind of got better at training like the little kids.
Okay.
Just
So you ain't the coach that's gonna be like, hey man, hey mom, hey dad, hey let me have a sidebar over here. Hey man, here go y'all money back. This ain't gonna work for y'all. Man.
Nah, I haven't had that. I haven't had that. I feel like I get everybody somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You might get a rebound and put it back at least after 2 sessions. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's fun though. But like and piggybacking off of that, I try like I don't care. I'm gonna steal drills. I'm gonna do everything. If I see something I like, I ain't gonna say it. You can call it stealing, but I was just like I might remix it myself. But like I'm always trying to learn. So if I see something I like from somebody, I'm gonna put my own little twist to it. But I'm gonna use it because I mean it's only so many drills you can do. So.
And see, that's a sign of a good trainer, a good coach, man. Whatever, because not only are the kids learning, you learning too. So you picking up stuff, you getting stuff, and you bringing it to the table. Whatever, you know, you may have seen something. YouTube, just whatever. You may go to the games, watch some games or whatever. Hey, and you picking up stuff and you bringing it back. Hey, man, we're going to work on this right here. We're going to perfect it or whatever. So, that's a sign of a good training.
That's like a lot of stuff, like a lot of the defensive drills and stuff we do, you seen us do. I got that from my high school coach, Coach Whipple. We got to give Coach Whipple a shout out.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about him, man. So, I looked last night. So, man, he been coaching for how long, man?
45, 40,
man, that's crazy.
Around 40 years.
I thought he had retired though, man.
Nah, still going strong.
Yeah.
So you know the coach?
Nah, I don't know him. I just know of him because Dre actually, and I was gonna say this later or whatever, man. You actually put me in the mind of Shaq, man, because you just quiet, humble. You know Shaq Rowland, right?
Yeah, I know him somewhat. I know not personally, but I know. I definitely know who he is.
Yeah, so you seen him play, right?
Yeah. When I was younger.
Yeah, but you put me in the mind of Shaq, man. Just your demeanor, quiet, humble. Hey, you ain't just boasting and all that stuff, man, whatever. But I used to go and watch Shaq them play Irmo when they played Irmo.
Jordan Roper days.
Yeah, Jordan Roper and all them boys, man, whatever. So I used to go and watch them cats all the time. And I was like, man, I know this dude here is still not coaching, man.
Yeah.
That was some years ago, man.
Hey, I say forever, that's the best coach I ever played for.
For real?
Wow. When I first met him, I was scared of him, though. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I was scared, boy. But once I got to play for him and got to know him, and like to this day, I know y'all probably gonna talk about that, so I'm about to go into it. I've been coaching at Irmo. This is my 3rd season.
I was gonna ask you. So you still coaching at Irmo?
Yeah, I'm still there right now.
Oh, for real? Okay.
So you asked him, did he get a state championship? And he said he lost his senior year, but as a
they
coach,
just won
they just won.
Yeah, I got one as a coach. I should have had my ring on. I had to redeem myself on the other side, but it's cool.
As long as you got it, you got it.
Right. But that's what, like I said, that's the GOAT. South Carolina high school basketball GOAT for me. Coach Whipple,
that's what's up, man.
And there's some great ones out there.
No disrespect to all the other coaches.
No,
that's just the one I played for.
Hey, so now we at the GOAT Talk. We do this every episode.
Oh, my goodness.
You already know who I got. I know I got Jordans on, but it's LeBron.
Yeah. So I'm not saying LeBron is the GOAT, man. MJ is the GOAT for me. MJ is the GOAT for me. But what always starts this argument, I have to tell him every time. Hey, the man say, hey, he don't like King James. And my response to that is, how could you not like King James and like basketball?
I got to hear this.
Yeah.
I like King James because of the Bible, the King James version, right? No, seriously. So here's my explanation. I'm not a fan like most people are.
How could you not be a fan
LeBron
of King James?
Hey, man, I give him his props. You and I text the other week, and I said, hey, I'm going to give LeBron his props, man. 40,000 points. Man. I said, hey, no one else has done this. Hey, I can't argue with the man's ability. He is a dynamic player. My greatest player of all time is going to be Michael Jordan. Simple.
Yeah. Hey, Mike the GOAT now, for sure.
Yeah. This is my question I always ask. So it's like, no matter what nobody do, Michael Jordan always your GOAT. just because I feel like it's more of a thing with that y'all generation. That's who y'all, when y'all was like younger, y'all seeing that was who it was. So now it's just like forever he the GOAT.
I'll put it to you this way.
I got a question for Dre, though. Go ahead.
I don't care who the next black president is. Man, Obama gonna always be my man.
So it's kind of like, it's just like a nostalgia thing.
Just, that
he gets the GOAT because he the GOAT.
Yeah. If you want to go forward, you put it in D. If you want to go in reverse, you put it in R. That's President Obama right there, man. So
Dre,
I'm just...
So, Dre, you saying LeBron is the GOAT?
For sure. LeBron
so why would you say LeBron is... So you saying LeBron is better than Mike?
I mean, first, let's start it off before anybody see this video and try to crush me. I ain't seen Michael Jordan play.
Yeah, okay.
So that's one thing. I seen clips.
That would make you.
Yeah, so for me, LeBron to go. That's why I seen him literally since I was 5 years old. He's been in the NBA.
Okay.
So that's just and then just watching this game, what he can do. It was just everything. It's just what can't he do?
What Mike can do?
Go left.
Go left. Mike go left, right, backwards, forwards.
Nah. I see the video though. They said we done with the 90s. That's what they said.
Listen, Mike went up and said, "Hey, for all y'all who think I can't go left, I'm gonna just change my mind in mid-air."
Mike, it's 1A, 1B type of thing.
Yeah, I mean it's like if you're a Chevrolet person, then the Camara's gonna be the thing for you.
Yeah.
If you're a Ford person, then the Mustang gonna be the thing for you, or the Corvette gonna be the thing for you. And so to me, LeBron and MJ are either a Corvette and a Shelby Mustang, and depending on which one land in your lap, you'll take it as long as you ain't paying for it. But I still think Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. And I know, people are going to say about the rings, what about Bill Russell and all these, and Wilt Chamberlain? Like you said, I didn't see them play.
Yeah. All right, this is my question, though, for both of y'all. Well, you like LeBron a little bit, but...
Oh, I like LeBron. LeBron, my man.
You dropped LeBron 6'9", 250 in the 80s and 90s. What he going to do?
Oh, he gonna do his thing.
He gonna do his thing, but he getting in a bunch of fights.
Nah, he ain't getting no fights.
That roughness that they gave away in the 90s was tough.
Yeah.
So I don't know for 100% sure. LeBron played for 20 plus years and has minimal injuries. He takes care of his body, but he has not dealt with the physicality of an 80s and 90s era of basketball.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
I would have to, see that before I could judge him on that. I ain't saying he can't. I just don't know if he can do it long time. I mean,
hey, he gonna get in there and ball because he LeBron.
Yeah,
sure. He gonna get in there and ball.
Yeah.
But Mike gonna kill him. Mike gonna kill him.
He too little.
No, he ain't. Man,
that 6'6", 215 ain't.
Hey, Mike
that ain't enough weight.
Mike gonna kill this man.
Brian putting him in a post.
So
let me ask you this then. So did you see the little Dream Team, the commercial? Well, not the commercial, but like when Magic was saying Mike them played against each other in practice or whatever. Have you ever seen the practice? When they was on the Dream Team and Mike said, "Okay, hey, pretty much it's a new sheriff in town. I'm gonna take these right here. I'm gonna take these 5, and you take them 5." You seen that, like the whole thing, or whatever?
Yeah, I seen that.
So Mike got that determination of, pretty much, I ain't losing.
Yeah, you. Like I said, when I was just because I'm arguing against the GOAT, not like I know he that guy. I know he that guy, but it's just like just looking at like some full games and stuff, like the athleticism and everything was so much different back then. I feel like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I said. It was even the competition. I mean, you had Reggie Miller shooting threes. You had your John Stocktons. You had your Jay Hornaceks and your Chris Mullins and all these guys shooting threes. But nowadays, LeBron does have to compete against a little different level of basketball. I mean, back then you didn't have too many big men shooting threes like you do now with Jokic and all these guys, man. So I'm still sticking with my MJ, but I'm saying I'm giving LeBron his props, man.
He don't, man. He just he doing that because you here now, man. But don't
my last question. So I'm a Curry fan, man.
So
can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with that. Okay. So where you put Kobe at? Man?
Kobe,
he behind LeBron?
For sure, he behind LeBron. Yeah.
Hey, see, that.
Kobe behind LeBron. Hey, he got to be. If all the GOAT conversations is LeBron or Michael, you can't. Yeah. But it's no disrespect to Kobe. He was a killer too. But
he was straight.
I'm still.
Hey,
I'm scared of snakes.
I tell all the Kobe fans, man. Kobe was all right, man. LeBron, Shaq gave the man 3 championships, man. Shaq gave him 3.
I ain't gonna say that now.
Facts.
I ain't gonna
Them
say
facts,
that,
man.
nah.
Them facts.
I ain't gonna say that.
Them
Hey.
facts right there, man. We
Shaq-
can move on, though.
Shaq made it easier.
He did do
He
that.
definitely made it easier.
But
Who won-
everybody had somebody with
Who
him.
won the MVP? Mike ain't had nobody with him.
Scottie Pippen.
Scotty who? Best thing Scotty did was carry Mike off the floor when he had the flu.
Yeah.
That's it.
He top 75 all the
Yeah.
time, man.
Because of Mike. If Mike say no, you ain't top 75. He ain't top 75, man.
Yeah.
Scotty was in the boat where Kobe was better than Scotty, but Scotty, hey man.
Oh,
Them cats say they be mad at me at work. Well, they be mad when I say this at work, man. But hey, if Mike ain't need that man to carry him off the floor when he had the flu, man.
But
Scotty was all right. He
but
was a great
he was
defensive
all right.
player. He was a
Yeah, he was
defensive
all
player. And
Mike ain't win without him though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey,
didn't.
he ain't win without Phil either.
So
Kobe
Scotty was
ain't-
it's kind of hand in hand.
Kobe didn't win without Phil, did he?
Nah, they
Nah.
had Phil with Shaq.
Yeah.
But Shaq won MVPs.
Hey, that's 7'3". That's a muscle car, man.
Thank
that was a whole
That's a
muscle
truck.
car. So
Yeah.
18
I
with him.
mean,
But back to Dre, man. Back to
Yeah,
Dre.
yeah, I
We can talk
mean-
about that all day, man. We can talk about that all day.
hey, we can have
Yeah.
that debate, but
Oh, yeah.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you know,
So-
how many times have you stood in line to buy LeBron James because you was afraid they was gonna sell out?
Never will.
Oh.
They never had.
so hey, you definitely buying Mike's shoes before you buy
Oh, yeah.
LeBron.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Got them J's on now.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Put 'em
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
yeah.
but my next question, man, back to you, man. So, how did you get hooked up with Khadijah?
Kind of crazy story.
Yeah.
Not that crazy, but like I said, my friend Lily. So I was like real cool with the women's team. So on the year they won the national championship, we was out celebrating it. You know what I'm saying? The national championship, and then I was getting some water, and I seen her sitting down getting some water too.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Hey," she like tapped me. She's like, "Hey man, I like what you're doing." And I was like, "Oh, appreciate it." Like I knew who she was, obviously.
So hold
yeah.
on, time out. Khadijah said something to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But how she like seen me more so, you know, John and Madden makes all them. So
Yeah.
they she been training them since they was little.
Okay.
And so they was at Irmo where I was at helping coach and whatnot. So I would train them, posting videos and stuff. So that's kind of how she like seen me. She was like told me she like what I was doing with them and stuff.
That's what's
So
up.
she told me that, and then I was like, "Sure, I like what you doing." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm trying to make connections. So I got her I don't know if I Instagram or number, something like that, but we got contact with each other, and then from there we just kind of
Connect.
yeah.
But see,
Now it's like my sister now.
me being a parent, bringing my son, you know, I'm tell you how I heard about Khadijah. CJ was playing for an organization out of Lexington called the Pistons. And one of the parents on the team, she was like, I think the boys, you know, they're practicing, but I think the boys ought to go to one of Khadijah Sessions trainings. And I was like, who is that? And she was like, well, she played for USC. And I was like, okay, all right, whatever. So CJ was like, Dad, I'm gonna go. Like, nah, man, like what you doing is enough. You good. He was working with another trainer at the time. And then she kept saying it. I was like, man, I'm just gonna let CJ go to this training or whatever. So he went. I didn't go in. I waited till he came back out. He was like, Dad, I don't want to go back. I was like, why? He was like, you know, I don't know. It's just too much. Like she just too turned. She too turned. You know, he was just like, he wasn't bashing the trainer. He was just like, he wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
So my eyebrows raised. I'm like, okay, well, you going back. I think
Right.
this is what you need. I called him instantly, like,
Yeah.
hey,
Oh,
hey, man, hey, I done found somebody. This is what he need to do.
Yeah.
We finna switch training and all that kind of stuff. And then he went to his first session with her. And then he was like, my wife, she was afraid. She was like, Cornelius, I went to the first session. I'm not getting out the car anymore. I'm just going to stay in the car and CJ in there. She was like, because I didn't know whether or not to get down and do push-ups and run and do all this kind of stuff. So I was like, all right. So we worked out with Khadijah a few times. And then because of her schedule and everything, she was like, hey, get with Dre. Dre got some phenomenal programs. And of course, you know, based on her name, her credentials and all that kind of stuff, I was like, okay. And then I think the first session we had with you, and I was like, and he was like, Dad, I really like working out with Dre. Dre cool. And I'm like, are you trying to steal your drip and all that kind of stuff? But no, I saw the connection. And then I think that was the first AAU season he played with your organization. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I just started watching and paying attention. I was like, it's not a difference between what you're teaching and what she's teaching. It's just because of where she has been, who she's played for, and some of the exposure she's had. It's like, you know, and no offense now, Khadijah knows her stuff, you know, and I credit her for a lot of CJ's growth. I credit you for a lot of his growth. and just all the kids that I've seen that you all have placed your thumbprint on, man. It's like I could list a few of them, but if I list a few, then I'll leave out some, and some might be hurt. But it's some kids out there that I know that have went through the training that you all have provided. And I'm like, hey, I tell them all the time, hey, man, watch this. You got some future stars. There's some future college D1 players. I won't say what I wanted to say. Some future D1 players that I know that you all are having run through your program.
Oh yeah,
so.
But like I've learned a lot from her since we got like you said, she been doing it way longer than me.
Okay.
Officially, I only been doing it like really locked in on doing it. I think this month will make 2 years. Like I really been like locked in on doing it. And then
from the looks of it, you're comfortable in what it is that you do.
And then next month I'll make a year that I've been doing like full time, just training.
Okay. So that's your business. That's your entrepreneurship.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So like you saying, but like what you were saying with the type of training, how it's not much different. Me and her actually have conversations like that because sometimes you have a certain person, people every now and then like, I want to work with you though. Like she'll like I don't got no time, but I'm gonna see like you can just tell they kind of like I want. And she like, man, it's the same. I promise the same thing.
Oh yeah.
So that's another reason why we work so well together. We see the game the same way for the most part.
Trust me, as an AAU parent, you hear that. There was times that parents actually feel like if their child is playing on a team, and let's say the team down 4 or 5 points, they're like going ham because she was supposed to be coaching the team and you were coaching the team. And I'm sitting here like, if they just be calm and let Dre do what he do, cool. Coach Sessions, if she do come and say what she need to say at halftime, it's gonna sound a little different. If you
probably a lot different.
A lot different. Yeah. But she's saying the same thing.
In them half times, I get on them now.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, in the games, let us be playing bad. We running at halftime. I might call a timeout just to make them run it. You know what I'm saying? But I might not yell. I'm just like, man, y'all go run, bro. Like I ain't gonna yell. But they gonna feel it though.
Oh yeah. But no, it's a phenomenal opportunity. And I pray that anybody watching the episode and who desires for their child to go to the next level in basketball, or if they want to get their child in shape and you want to use basketball as a way to achieve that goal, Sweat Elite is definitely a thumbs up program.
Appreciate that.
5 out of 5 stars. You're going to get your money worth. We'll let you talk about what it costs and in some aspects, but I think you had a question, Greg.
So I was going to ask about I heard Don mention that they have like men practice players. Mm-hmm. So you never did the men practice player thing?
Nah, I never did that just because I'm training and stuff. So I felt it was a good opportunity, but like what I'm trying to do it would took too much time. Cause like I don't know if you heard she said like how much time the girls practice, like the real players, they spend just as much time. So it would be a little too time consuming for me.
So I was just wondering that. I know you was over there.
Yeah.
You with Khadijah and all that, man.
And you retired now. You trying to get on?
Nah, man, I'm too old.
2 new knees?
Yeah, I'm too old.
Come on, man. Oh, okay.
They might need you out there. Put you in the post.
Yeah. Nah. Hey, I probably can get in the post right now, man, with all this weight, man.
Hey, Watt is dunking on you, man.
Yeah.
Guaranteeing she gonna dunk on you.
Nah, she not. Ain't nobody dunking on me now. Nah.
That's how I feel. I never get dunked. I'm move out the way.
I ain't getting dunked. I'm gonna foul you first, man.
But
I'm from a Rick Mahorn, bad boy Pistons.
Oh, you hacking?
Yeah, I'm hacking for sure.
I can't hoop. I can't hoop with you.
Yeah, I'm hacking for sure.
Can't hoop with you.
So you're training, coaching. Which of the two would you, if you just had to pick one? What would you do? If the money was right.
Yeah, that's a good question.
If the financial aspect of it is right, you ain't just gonna take any and every job opportunity. But the opportunity is right. Coach Sweat or Sweat Elite.
I got the question though. Hold that thought, Dre. So Irmo, Whip will retire. Irmo, we need you to be the next head coach.
That's a tough one too. Y'all got me stumped a little
bit. Come on, man.
Y'all got me stumped.
So you gonna do your alma mater like that, man?
Nah, it's just that's hard. I feel like that'd be something that you couldn't turn down. But it's like, that would be a stepping stone for what I do want to do. I feel like not a stepping stone. I don't want to feel like that, but that would help me get to where I want to be. Because ultimately, my goal is to be a college coach.
Okay,
one
that's
day.
What's up. Yeah,
which I feel is obtainable for sure. But with that, it's like I like what I'm doing now with the training. So it's kind of like back to his question. It's kind of hard. I feel like sooner or later, kind of you gotta just choose between the two somewhat. But so I got the answer for you. My dream job, if I had to choose, it's kind of I'm not choosing, but I am choosing. Would be a player development coach.
Okay.
So I feel like that's still both of them. Like I'm a coach, but I'm more on the training side of it.
And in college.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
what's up. Okay. So it's no secret which school you would prefer to coach or coach at?
I stay at the crib for sure.
Okay. Okay. So you're trying to coach the Gamecocks one day.
One day, yeah. But with the stuff with the opportunity like that, I ain't gonna say anywhere, but just about anywhere.
So you ain't going to Clemson?
Oh, I'll be on the road right to past Greenville.
You just said that like
I know.
I'm a Clemson fan actually, man. But
I don't like the orange, but if they signing the check, you know what I'm saying? You got
it's green then. It's a neutral color. It's green.
Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
But just to throw everything off, man, whatever you talk about, like all the pretty much elite players that you already have coached that's coming up and going or whatever. So what's your thought on Cam Scott, man?
Cam Scott, he a dog.
Yeah.
It's not nothing he can't do. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and then he about 6'6", 6'5", can shoot, got a good handle, can jump out the gym. Only thing which he gonna first probably 2 months at Texas, he probably gonna put on 20 pounds of muscle. And then after that, it's over with. Yeah, it's over with.
He gonna be Kevin
But it's nothing he can't do. And it's a different, it's a different speed, different athleticism. Like seeing that, like an NBA type of.
Yeah, he an automatic bucket, man.
Yeah.
He an automatic bucket. He can score whenever he want to score or whatever. So where he come from, man? Because like I had like a cousin, we went to like his last Lexington game, and his son and stuff was telling him about him or whatever. Cause he was like, hey man, how long this dude? I was like, man, he been here for like 2 or 3 years. He like from Lexington.
Yeah, he been there since I think he played varsity since he was like 8th grade or 9th grade. Yeah, he from Lexington.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey man, because normally me being a basketball guru, I follow like high school basketball all the time, man, whatever. And I'm like, hey, they started telling me about this dude, Cam Scott. So I'm thinking, know how Lexington might do. They gonna move somebody in. Yeah. He done came from somewhere, whatever. But it was like, hey, nah, man. He homegrown.
He's straight from Lexington.
Yeah.
I thought he was from somewhere else too. Yeah. But and I did not think he would be there as a senior, like from the outside. Like before I met him, just for knowing it's a top player, they always leave. So that's why it was cool. And he got a championship this year too.
Well,
I was watching him on I think Twitter, Instagram one or whatever, man. He was like thinking the coaches or whatever about because he had multiple opportunities to go and play pretty much wherever he wanted to go and play his senior year or whatever, junior year or whatever. And he was like, hey, nah, man, I'm staying here, man. Yeah. I think one of the coaches thanked him for staying the whole time.
Right. That's some stand up. Yeah, a lot of people leave. It's not saying it's wrong to leave, but it was cool that he still got to where he wanted to go, staying right at the crib. Exactly.
I wish you'd have went over there to as Greg would call it, the chicken coop at CLA, but I mean, he taking his talents to Texas, but I'm eager to see him. But that's the Big East,
that's the SEC now.
SEC,
SEC. We will get possibly an opportunity to see him over there.
Hopefully, they have a homecoming game. Hopefully, if they don't play at USC this year, hopefully we don't get to see him. Yeah. Hopefully he won and done.
Pretty much,
that'd be good for him.
What's your take on being the one and done? What do you?
You got to strike wise high. That's how I feel. You can go. Because any injury, but now it's a little different though with the NIL. So
true that.
I think of women's basketball, which it's Women's History Month, right? We celebrate women this month. We try to give them their flowers every opportunity we can. But I think the disparity between the WNBA and the NBA pay-wise is astronomical. So we'll leave it at that. But with that being said, you got players that are staying, like Angel Reese's, who she made more money in NIL deal than going to the WNBA. Yeah. So, I mean, but now you have some players, getting ready to head out to the WNBA. Some of them can't stay. What's your take on that?
I feel like
I'm sorry, because Papa did make the official announcement.
She's
coming back. So, I mean, can Cardoso come back too?
She can, yeah.
Wow.
But I don't know I don't know if she is. But she can, yeah. She do. That'd be crazy.
Because you seen Joyce Edwards coming, right?
Oh, is she coming back too?
No, I'm saying from
Joyce,
the chick from Camden.
Oh yeah,
the lady from
yeah.
Camden. She coming, she coming over there.
Yeah, and they still trying to get a
the number one
from North Carolina.
Yeah. What's her name? Sarah or something.
I don't know what her name is.
Yeah, but they trying to get her too.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, I don't blame none of them for coming back. But if you trying, not gonna say if you're trying to. I feel like them leaving could help boost the WNBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
since
they so popular, then that could help all the women. You know? Maybe.
Oh yeah.
But you kind of got to think. You got to look out for yourself first.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
It's a tough situation because somebody like Caitlin Clark who could come back, even though she already announced she left.
Yeah.
Leaving, she could come back, make the same amount of money, or if not, but she can go to the WNBA, and now it's a lot more coverage on the WNBA, and that's gonna help generate more money.
And that's what I was thinking, man. It's pretty much not balanced right now, the WNBA and college with the NIL deal or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it's going to kind of like not balance all the way out, but it's going to get a little closer, man.
It's going to wake the owners up. They're going to have to.
Yeah, Asia, man, she making some money, man. And she doing endorsements and all that stuff. They're not paying her a lot.
Leah Boston as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All of them, man.
I see her on TV all the time now.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah. So I think this generation of the women going
it's going to
take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And it's rightfully earned. They deserve it. They deserve equal fair pay. I mean, they're fighting for things like that on a daily basis in the corporate world,
right?
And so it's only fair that it happens in the sports athletic world. Because I've never really looked up the difference of pay between a female tennis player and a male tennis player, but I know the Williams girls they got their money.
Oh yeah,
you know.
For sure,
so, but I think basketball is one of the last sports to finally, get on board, and they need to do something about it. But and
I think they're gonna get their money, man.
Oh yeah, in due time.
And then another thing that I really didn't realize is, like, for the most part, it's a new league. Like, it's what, 20 years, 25, like it's 25, 26 years. It's been the NBA been around for a long time, so we kind of got to give them time to probably
to get up there.
Yeah, I think in the next, I think in the next 5 years with the batch of women that's in college now, and then I think it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I was gonna say, man, like now, normally you don't watch WNBA, man. You don't really watch those games or whatever. But like nowadays, the last 2-3 years, I know me personally, I probably have watched more WNBA games than I watch NBA games.
Yeah, and if you really just like basketball, it's better basketball.
It's better basketball.
If you're just looking for dunks and athleticism,
it's better basketball.
It's not, but if you really want to see good ball movement, screen cutting, coming off screen, that's what you want to watch.
That's why I said earlier, I'm a Clemson fan. But my cousin, she plays for Howard University. She plays college basketball at Howard University. They came down, 2 years ago and played Carolina, whatever. Man, and she was just telling us how Dawn just took care of them, man, whatever. I know they beat the brakes off of them, man. They probably didn't stand a chance of winning against Carolina, whatever. But she was just telling us and the whole family about how Dawn just pretty much laid out the red carpet for them, Howard, a HBCU or whatever, man. And instantly that night at the game, after she was telling us all this, whatever, I became a women's college Carolina fan.
Right,
man. So, I'm actually a Dawn fan or whatever. I knew her way before, whatever. But the way she say Dawn just laid out the red carpet for them, man, gave them all kind of merch, man, whatever. And if you was at the game, you can see they probably could have beat them like 200-10 or whatever. But Dawn was calling them off, man, whatever. So I just instantly fell in love with her for that, man.
Yeah, she the GOAT for sure.
Oh yeah,
for
sure. Man.
I mean, from quality of coaching to character to class. To just everything. They boo her, she come out with a t-shirt line, boo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she takes everything and turns it into a positive. And so, that's trickling down throughout, and hopefully is reaching kids at your levels because some train and desire to play with Dawn. And I know a few that you've been able to put your thumbprint on that may end up over there. I'm just looking at their skill level.
Yeah.
I'm looking at their skill
level. You got some over there, huh, Dre?
Oh yeah. Young one.
I mean, they have a great. I think I seen a picture. I have to get with Kendra about posting the picture, but I seen a picture where Ari got an opportunity to take a picture with Camila Cardoso, and where Ari's 12.
Yeah, 6th grade. So
sixth
she's
grade,
about 12 years old.
And she come to Cardoso's shoulders, man. Already. Oh yeah, shot blocking, man. We ain't gonna talk about how you block CJ shot on 1v1, but we'll leave it at that. We ain't gonna pick on the kid too much today, but yeah, like you have some phenomenal kids in the program. Co-director of Kiss Elite, which can you talk to us about how you all have collabed and now your role as a co-director? What does that look like?
Just so starting off, we just training and whatnot. So we got a lot of kids in the gym and stuff. Yeah. So we just thought, she talked to me about it, and we was like, we probably should try to do something maybe with it. So we just tried it, and it was pretty good. We got some good kids, and just play the way we like to play, and still training, practicing, whatever. And just about all our teams, we won a lot more games than we lost. I put it like that. We had a good, especially for the first year.
Winning cures everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But for me, as a parent, again, I'm sitting in the stands, and he's been preaching at me the last 2-3 years. I finally got it last year, and I think Drake can contest to it. I finally learned to be a fan. I used to want to coach from the sidelines, and I'm frustrated at CJ.
So me.
No, you can't. I'm giving you credit.
Oh, I thought you were saying Drake.
No. I'm saying Drake probably experienced it because he coached CJ. I wasn't yelling at him and all that kind of stuff. I just
not at all.
After watching both Dre and Khadijah provide the level of training that I knew CJ wasn't getting anywhere else, and watching him use 20% of it, I said, hey, I trust what they're saying. I ain't no need for me. I still get on him when he turned the ball over and he looking at somebody else like they did it. But in terms of me questioning what they're doing and all that, I haven't had to do that. I mean,
and it's just going back to him like being a parent, really, and all parents are like that. And you probably see it all the time at the AAU games or whatever. they probably
that's the worst.
Part
they probably the worst.
Yeah, kids. Exactly, man. Whatever, because they know everything. They done did everything.
Mainly AAU, not even kids. Once you get to high school, all that's out the.
Yeah, exactly.
You come to a parent coach as a parent.
Your
in the
kid
middle
probably
of the game.
ain't gonna play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And most parents don't even try that when it comes to that. And then college, obviously,
it's out of though. But I used to tell him all the time. I was like, hey man, look, because I go to the games with him and I watch whatever, and he was like, CJ, do this, and then CJ spending more time watching him than it is doing what he's supposed to be doing or whatever. So me and him had to have a one-on-one come to Jesus meeting. I was like, hey man, look, from this day on, pretty much, when you go to the game, be a fan, man.
Yeah.
Don't be CJ's sideline coach and the coach on the other side. Just be a fan. And I had to learn that the hard way myself because I used to tell my cousin all the time. My Chestnut used to always be like, hey man, Greg, Cameron got a coach. No, man, I'm Cameron coach, man. So you know what I'm saying? So I used to tell him, hey man, no, hey, CJ got a coach, man. Hey, just be a fan. If you be a fan, the game will be a whole lot more smoother for him, CJ, and it'll be a whole lot more smoother for you or whatever. You're gonna have a heart attack anyway at the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that I learned that from playing too. Like,
exactly.
So I know the effects of a parent trying to coach you from the sideline, and I did not like it at all. Because as a kid, it's more. Once you get older, most of the parents calm it down. Once you get up, because at a certain age, even though they shouldn't, the kid gonna tell the parent like, "Come on, stop like that." Because I had to do that to my dad before. I was like, "I got it. Like I'm good. I know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
I'm good. Like I got a coach. I got 4 coaches over there.
Exactly.
I'm in practice every day. I know what I'm doing. I got it. I promise." So, and that, like you said though, it's more stress when you trying to hear the coach. Somebody in front, you got your mom and dad or whoever yelling on the side. You like, man. It's just a lot. So I would definitely to all parents, just watch the game.
Yeah,
like
you
said,
paid
be a
to get
fan.
in.
Yeah,
you paid to get in. So you just say be a fan.
So I had a question when you said something earlier. It was like, once it gets to the high school level and college level, like parents, you think parents feel like because they're paying to play AAU basketball, they should have a say so and be able to raise Cain, if that's what the word you want to use, but they give coaches a hard time or trainers a hard time because of the amount of money they feel like they're paying.
So Dre, let me answer that, Dre. So if you feel like that, because that's how I felt. I felt like, well, I'm paying this money for my son to do this and do that or whatever. So what I need to do is, if I want to do that, I need to help coach, man. Don't coach from the sideline. Come in and help coach or whatever. Because that's what I did when my son started playing. We started traveling. I was like, hey man, well, you know what? I know how I'm gonna be in the stands, and my wife can be like, "Greg, calm down." Nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and coach, man. Yeah. So the best thing to do is just come help.
Yeah, come help.
Yeah, come help.
And like me, I take advice from anybody. So even if you come at me the right way, and that's another thing. Like even with high school and college, I said parents don't do that. If you come at a coach and like talk to him the right way, and ask, can you schedule a meet? Like you're gonna talk to the coach, but to be sit behind a bench trying to coach and yell, and it's a coach that's not gonna that ain't gonna work.
Exactly,
But like if you come to me after the game and like I think I'm gonna listen and I'm shooting. If I like it, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah,
and even and if you like you try, if I be like I don't really know about that, come to practice and let's try it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just it's just better ways to go about it than just yelling and screaming.
Yeah, and that's what I had to tell him, man. You know, you just thinking about what you just said about sitting behind the bench. So now you sit behind the bench. So when they come to the sideline, the timeout, whatever. Hey, the coach, you stand right there talking. So they just looking like they over there, whatever. Hey, you don't hear nothing he's saying or whatever. So that's what I told him. I was like, hey, man, the next game you go to, hey, sit on the opposite side.
You notice how
go
I
all the way up to the top. Go all the way up to the top, man. Sit up there and just be a fan, man. Yeah, it'd be a whole lot easier.
As a coach, that can definitely be annoying when you like this, telling the kid what to do, and they like this.
Because hey, you right now to play or whatever. Hey, CJ, I need you to be right here, whatever. And CJ.
And they over there listening to something from their parent or something.
Back in my day, I'm old school, whatever.
Yeah. Going up there with like, your parents.
Hey, go sit over there, man. Going up there with your mom.
But I say like for the most, I haven't had that problem bad. Like most of the parents, no, I ain't gonna say most. I haven't had no parent that's like came off disrespectful or like trying to overcoach me. And then like I said, they might come ask me like, you should think about this. Or I even go to a parent like say, because I try to be fair. Like I know everybody are paying their money and it's not cheap. So if I can get, even if it's a kid that's not that good, if I can find 2 minutes here, a minute here to get him in the game, I'll get him in. So I done had a situation where I forgot to put a kid in. I went to the parent after the game, like I apologize to him and whatnot. Because it was chances that he could have played. So like I just try to be fair all around. But like I said, if you put the respect to the parent, they not most of the time they gonna show the respect back.
Oh yeah, for sure. But they going back to this fair thing, man. Whatever. Hey, I have to tell him all the time, man, because he always talking about fair. Hey, life ain't fair, man. Like, hey, fair. I tell him, I tell my wife and everybody, man, fair is somewhere where you judge pigs and hogs and pies and stuff or whatever. Like you go to the fair or whatever. Hey, life ain't fair, man. And the thing is, like, hey, you had that occasion where you you coaching, you went to the game, whatever, and you didn't get a chance to put this kid in, whatever, and not that you just viciously say, hey, man, he ain't playing today. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It just and it happens sometimes, man. It happens sometimes. And most of the time, you're not gonna get a coach that's gonna go to a parent and say, hey, man, hey, I ain't play your son today, man. My bad, man. Whatever. Hey, this right here happened, whatever. They're not gonna go and do that, man.
Nah, but
because you think, hey, Khadijah gonna do that?
Depending on the situation, if she would, depending on the situation. Like she ain't like she up, but she ain't like she ain't no rude like mean person that like she got
I didn't think that she's just
she's serious and animated about the game of basketball.
She's passionate.
She's passionate. But yes, if she felt bad about it, she would. She would. And that's how it was. Just I felt like, dang, I forgot. Like if it's been other games, our kid might not play, but it's a close game where you know he can't. They can't get in. But it was one of them games where like it really slipped my mind. So like I'd rather go say it versus me like at the house like, dang, I ain't get him in. Like you know what I'm saying. So I just felt like I just went over there and talked to him.
Man.
So what's your take on upcoming Final Four or tournaments are getting ready to start for both men's and women's? Who you got in the Final Four, the women's?
Women, I got South Carolina, of course. I'm gonna go Iowa. I feel like LSU probably gonna be in there, depending on what seed they get.
Yeah. They were saying something today about maybe a number 2. So I think I'll give them. I don't know.
But that's the same
they had
three
their streaky
from
runs.
last year. Yeah, so I think them 3 probably still be back. And then the 4th team is probably just up in the air.
Stanford, one of those.
USC, one of those 2.
You know, these Cinderella teams always come out of the woodwork because whoever plays Tennessee, they got their hands full.
Ole Miss too, man.
Yeah. Both.
So y'all not giving UConn a chance?
Nah, I don't think. Nah, they gonna get somewhere, but
they don't have the
bench.
They don't have the depth. I don't think they have the depth.
LSU.
Yeah.
LSU got some dogs though, man.
What about Paige, man? Paige,
she a dog.
Yeah,
she nice.
Paige is a dog.
They lost Fudge, man.
So losing Fudge, but you got you have Morrow, you have Reese. You got Van Lith. You got Flau'jae Johnson.
Carolina's, it's a wash for them, man. You know what I'm saying? They automatic. Hey, they gonna be. They might as well gonna let them just get in.
Yeah.
Because I thought for sure today that LSU was going to play them a lot tougher than what they played them.
Playing off the momentum of their teammate getting hurt.
Right there. But then, I'm not taking anything away from Carolina, man.
No.
I didn't think for sure that they was a lock to win this thing, but right now, man, they probably a lock to win this thing, man.
They got to get it done, though.
Yeah, they got to get it done.
You still got to go through
scary,
every step.
It is.
The bench is deep.
They could easily have like a letdown, a bad game. A bad game will get them out of there, man.
Yeah, but that's anybody.
Yeah,
they gonna be locked in for sure. They should. If I had to put all my money on it, one team to win, that's what I'm putting it on.
Oh yeah.
But like you said, they got to show up every night though and do it.
But with them showing up, what I love about them is tonight it might be Camilla.
Yeah.
Might be Raven the next night.
Yeah.
Pow, as Plies say, pow. You know, you don't know when you don't know when she gonna turn it off. It ain't when she gonna turn it on. It's on. But I mean, they have different players.
Yeah, might be some freshmen.
Full Wiley leading 24 today. You know, so Johnson, and then is
Ashley.
Man, it's
and see with Full Wiley, man. I was thinking last night the game really shouldn't have been that close if Don would have put it in there early because the offense just had stopped in the fourth quarter. Beginning of the fourth quarter, offense had stopped. So I was like, hey, man, put Full Wiley in the game so she could, just push this ball, man. Just get the offense crunk up, whatever. And then the day she put in there, and homeboy, she just crunked the offense up. Just made it work, man.
Oh, yeah. And that's...
So did you ever work with her? That's what's up.
Talent.
So it pretty much, that was easy work.
Yeah.
Easy work, huh? Yeah. You just, pretty much they just watch it.
Yeah, but it's still things like you still,
and she
as
coachable.
a trainer,
she coachable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As a trainer though, you still got, no matter how good, you still got to find.
Yeah.
Because no matter how good somebody is, it's something.
Yeah, it's
that
something.
they not the best at. Yeah.
It goes back to being a great trainer.
It goes back to the old adage. A lot of when I was growing up, coaches, adults taught kids to practice make perfect, which I learned in the military. That's a lie. Practice make improvement. You'll never be perfect. So if you practice, and you think you're reaching for perfection, you stuck in the mud. So I always tell CJ, hey, practice make improvement. You'll never be perfect. But the players that they have, man, Carolina their bench is so deep.
Oh yeah,
say 10 deep.
I mean 10 deep, and is it Fagan?
Yeah,
I did not know she had the footwork she had. Like the last 3 games I watched them play. When I went to the game, then the last time they played Tennessee, then I watched the game when they played Tennessee the other day. I'm like, man, I did not know or didn't recognize the level of footwork, and she has some game.
Yeah, a lot of people forget that basically everybody on that team is a 5-star. Just
Exactly.
And that's what I was about to say, man. Like a lot of teams, like we call out UConn, LSU, Tennessee. Yeah. They got like 2-3 dogs, whatever. Man, Carolina got like 8, 9, maybe 10.
They got a whole pound over there, man.
Yeah, they got a pound.
They got a whole dog pound over there, man. And I mean, just and so you have the opportunity for a few of the dogs to be released into a bigger kennel, which Coach Staley got them lined up on the bus ready to get off and come here, man. So
when they leave, they come in.
What's your take on, because him and I had this conversation all the time. Do you see any of them leaving? Because we look at the Rivers young lady who left and went to NC State.
Are you saying like transferring?
Yeah. I mean,
I got to look to see how many people they bringing in and stuff.
Yeah,
so I feel like that depends on. But just off the top of my head, I'm gonna say no. Because everybody playing. So
that's what I was just about to say, man. Everybody getting time. It's about like when Clemson was pretty much winning. They was at the top of the game in football, or whatever. Kids was just coming, waiting their turn because Dabo was getting them in the game, whatever. Oh yeah, Dawn is getting them in the game.
Yeah,
she letting them play. They getting minutes.
I don't see nobody leaving.
She letting them get minutes.
And I only say that because of the recruits that they're after, right? And then the options of some of the seniors to say, hey, I'm gonna take my 5th-year option and come back. And then it will speak volumes again of Coach Staley and her entire staff on players who just saying, I know I could go somewhere and be the starter and play 38 minutes out of 40, but I'm gonna stay here because the program, the teammates I have around me, and it's just
chance to win that national championship.
Chance to win back to back to back.
That's what make me stay too.
Yeah, I mean that's and so we have to factor in the whole aspect that it's about money nowadays. It's about money nowadays, and I think I mean, Coach Staley, she putting them in the WNBA like hey, I put on a pair of socks every morning. So it's a phenomenal program. I say this on every podcast. We're eventually gonna have Coach Staley on here, man. If I got to send her the link where she, click on the link and then she pop up, hey, we're gonna have Coach Staley on the Doing It with Purpose podcast, man. It's coming.
I got a question for y'all. Since we talking about Final Four here, I got men's.
See, I was just about to say, I was just about to say, man, hey, now we on here with Dre, and we pretty much been talking basketball the whole time, man. Right. Hey, just all basketball, everything, man, whatever. Man, we ain't mentioned no basketball team, man. No, not no men's basketball team. We just been talking about women's basketball, women's WNBA. We mentioned, we talked about LeBron and Mike, whatever, but we hadn't talked about like
it's more. I mean, it's been more. It's the last 3 years. I have gradually fell more in love with women's basketball than I ever have in my entire life.
The whole world.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's more exciting. Yeah. It's more fundamental. Like I said, you get to go back and see old school basketball. Yeah. But
to answer your question though, Dre, man, I ain't got a clue, man. I don't even know who number one, man.
Houston.
In men's basketball.
Houston.
I had no clue.
Houston.
So you don't even watch it.
Man, I watch women, man.
Yeah, I tap in every now and then.
I'm predicting North Carolina Tar Heels. Shout out to I'm a fan. But we just beat Duke in the ACC championship.
Duke, we talking about Duke.
Hey, that's a phenomenal program.
Zion ain't playing no more.
Hey, so anyway, tell Filipowski and all them guys down there, but I'm predicting North Carolina to be in the Final Four. Hopefully they don't let me down. I definitely think Houston to be in there.
I feel like
UConn.
The hard thing with I feel like it's a lot easier to guess the women's.
It is
because usually with the women's, like the smaller schools,
St. Mary's ain't normally gonna be the Carolina. But
in men's,
the Citadel come and bump UConn up first round, man.
You always know at least one team that nobody. It's gonna always be one. So.
What's the Chicago Lawyer?
The Lawyer.
Never count them out.
I got South Carolina men's Final Four.
Oh, for real?
I think they can do it.
I ain't really watched them, man, this year.
Final Four. And so you trained the young man Murray Bowles on that.
Yeah,
when he was at AC Florida, and I think I brought CJ to a training session one time, and you had him in there going hard, and he's a phenomenal player. I think if he had like two more guys his size on that team to give him the break that he needs to go in and come out, I think that would make South Carolina even more.
And like I tell people, whenever people talk about him, like he ain't even shown like what he really can do yet. Like even the games he scored 31, that's half his game. He can shoot, he can dribble, he got a lot. He can do a lot more.
Wow. But he's a role player.
He's playing his role. And he doing a good job at it, and they winning. So
and they have some players. CJ he keeps up with the college men's who coming in, but they have some phenomenal players that they've recruited.
Yeah, I know Eli Ellis. He played overtime
point guard, ain't
it?
Yeah. Okay, that's who CJ was telling me about one time.
Like, I think he's 4 or 5 star. One of them. I don't know.
Okay,
but he 4 star. He 2025 though. But I seen something on Twitter the other day. He said he might reclassify, so he might be coming next year.
Speaking of which, I'm glad you said that because I was trying to tell G one day about him, Mason. I've seen you work with Mason. I've seen Mason, and to know, so Mason should be normally I think a year ahead of CJ. But kids nowadays, for when you got game, you got options. Mm-hmm. So I think CJ was like, Dad, Mason reclass, and I was like, okay, what does that mean? He was like, well, he reclassed and he's gonna be class of 2028. I think that's what CJ is as well.
Yeah, 2028.
And I'm like, what? And this cat is 6'5".
It's about 6'6" now, probably.
6'6". Yeah. Hey, when I tell you, I remember when we went to, they had to been Charlotte last year for one of the tournaments. It might have been a one-day tournament. And he was playing with the 8th graders then, and I was looking like, this is unfair.
Yeah.
This is unfair. I mean, he is another version, in my opinion, I think he's another version of a Cam Scott.
Yeah, he can. On the difference, I would say in a game is Mason is more of like a fluid, smooth player. Cam more, he's smooth too. Mason is more like he got more of an old man game. Yeah, because I always speak on him like, boy, you can't jump. Like he's starting to dunk now, but Cam is like, everything. Mason more, he might hit you with a shoulder, spin back, fade away. So he got it's two different games, but I say like in his class, I say he the best in the country. Like
not in the country.
Hey, I say it, especially I know. He's stamped by some good people behind him. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, he got some good genetics too. His dad was NBA player.
Okay. So I didn't know that, but man, I saw him play in person a few times. I saw him a few times at Irmo, and then saw him just this year some highlights. And you might even posted some of the clips on Instagram. And I was like, man, this kid.
So where you going to high school at?
He go to Christ School in Asheville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him and his brother.
Okay.
His brother good too. He a rising senior.
Okay.
He about 6'4" now.
And they both were on the state championship.
Yeah, they played. They was at Irmo with me.
Okay.
They won the state championship when I was coaching.
Yeah. That's what's up. Man, we've been talking basketball, man. Like
pretty
much just fluid, man. It's just been rolling, man.
It's what are your future plans moving forward? Or before we move into future plans, parents that are watching, high schoolers that are watching, college players that are watching. Hopefully we get the whole world to watch. But those who are watching, they want to get with Sweat Elite. They want to connect with Sweat Elite times K-Session Hoops. How can they go about doing that?
So the easiest thing is Instagram and Facebook. CJ gonna put my Instagram right here, right?
Yes, sir.
Facebook right here.
Yeah, you're gonna drop it right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just on those, and that's how you can see my schedule. You can see videos, so you can. A lot of people just like they don't want to just go word of mouth. Like they want to see like what you do,
exactly.
Who you got, like what all you got, what type of workouts you do. So that's the best way I say. Just go on my Instagram or my Facebook, mainly Instagram. I got more like it's easier to reach.
Yeah.
So I say go on there.
And we're gonna drop some clips. We're gonna drop some clips from the other day.
Some clips.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, y'all will see kind of how it is. So Sweat Elite on Instagram, Dre Sweat on Facebook. I got schedules and everything on there. If you got any questions, just DM me, comment, whatever, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah. What's cost? That's first thing people ask.
I got group training, and I do that twice a week. Schedule posted, like I said. So that's you come to the one of them, it's $30 for one. If you come to both during the week, it's $45. Okay. So that's the deal for that. Then I have individual training, which to book that you got to just DM me, and we can get something scheduled. Because now with so much going on, it's a lot less hours to individuals training. So, and that's $85. Yeah. And everything is for an hour.
Okay. So I can come get training for an hour.
Hey, you come. I got an hour for you right now.
Not right now. Yeah.
Take them out there on that concrete.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But and also while we here, go ahead for the. I know everybody trying to get in shape, so also can do like just workouts.
Yeah.
Like whether it's on the court or outside, with you
fitness
30, 35, 20, however old you is, get you in shape.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Hey, Sweat Elite. Sweat Elite.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I guess we got some shirts about to come out.
So you got the merch and all that too,
Yeah,
right?
got some merch. Yeah, got some shirts about to come out later this month.
I got to post a commercial. I got to throw the clip in there. If you still have it, I'll see if I can find it on Instagram. The man was hitting half court shots with ease.
Oh, that's normal.
So that's normal?
Half court is a free throw.
Come on, man.
Yo, free throw, my half court.
I'll probably beat you, Dre. I shot in 85, I shot 98.99% from the free throw line.
85?
Yeah, 85. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
But you want to be on 25, man.
Yeah. I shot 98.99%.
You did the underhand toss?
I did the underhand and the overhand.
Oh, okay. So you got it.
Man, that jumper is right, man. That jumper right. I'm telling you now.
Hey, we got to let Dre look at your technique.
Yeah, I got to see this.
For sure.
Might give you a couple pointers on it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you keep that elbow in.
Yeah. Oh, I got all that. I don't need no help with that.
But no, man, those who are interested, I told a few of my family members, told a few of Greg's family members, and I've been pushing people your way. You had an opportunity, if I'm not mistaken, this past summer to work with Gilbert High School.
Mm-hmm.
School right down the road, and I mention it all the time that, anyway. We're gonna leave that alone, man.
I did.
But
and everybody don't want it, man. Everybody don't want it.
That's another
thing. I'm pretty much normally it'd be him. But I'm gonna go on the line this time, man. Whatever. Hey, doing it with purpose. Podcast, whatever. If you go work with Dre and Khadijah and you don't get no better, your first session, it'll be on us.
Yeah.
If your son, daughter, whatever, don't get any better, because like I said from the beginning, I seen it with CJ, man. The man game, it got a whole lot better.
It went up a couple levels,
Yeah, it went up a couple levels. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like anybody I say, I can't guarantee they gonna go here, go there, but I can guarantee they gonna get better.
Oh yeah,
they gonna be better. Whether it's one session, I'm gonna be realistic. They might. Well, actually, you gonna see improvement.
They'll gain knowledge.
Yeah.
They're gonna gain knowledge.
Yeah. So I can say that. Yeah, you gonna we gonna put you where you need to be. You gonna put the work in.
Oh yeah.
Everything gonna be laid out in front of you, and it's.
I think the biggest chime for me when it comes to y'all's training program is the vocabulary, right? If I went to Michelin and work, it's gonna have to be a vocabulary that I learned to be able to work in that department, to work on that machine, or whatever the case may be. If I go to barber school, there was a different vocabulary I had to learn, and so for me, having CJ experience the training experience, join this organization and consistently do it, I'll fuss at him about, hey man, why you didn't do that? But Daddy, if I'd have went downhill, and I'm like, okay. Because you use their terminology and their lingo, you let me know you understand.
From what he was getting,
from what
he's getting now, it's night and day, man.
Exactly.
It's night and day. Exactly. But Dre, I want to get, and he may have some more questions, but I just got like one last question I want to get you out of here on, man, whatever. So the motto, hey, today is yesterday's tomorrow. Where you get that from, man? 'Cause that's dope.
Basically, so
first time I heard it. I actually read it last night, but go ahead.
It's really just kind of like procrastinating.
Yeah.
So like I don't like, I try not to. Like that's one of my things I don't like. And it's kind of just like staying stuck on something. Like you got to just keep moving.
Yeah.
So like if you don't do it, you keep saying I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Now tomorrow is today. You know what I'm saying? So like
tomorrow
you gotta
never
just
really
do
happens.
it. Yeah. It's really no. It's tomorrow, but it's really no tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you say you're gonna do it tomorrow, now you're doing it today. You can't do nothing on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You only can do it today. So that's kind of where I got that from. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. That's what that was actually gonna be one of the first questions, but hey, man, we just started like just talking and rolling, man, whatever. And I just
Coach Staley and these Gamecocks gave us a whole platform tonight to talk to. Khadijah running across the hey, we signed her up for track, man. We signed her up for track. Man. Khadijah, when we're able to get you on the show, on the session, we're gonna put her in a car seat or a seatbelt, man, because we can't have her running around here tripping over cords, man. But no, man, this phenomenal conversation, man. Sure, man. We want to thank our brother here, Dre'Von Sweat Elite Organization, for coming on the show. I promise you, we stand by what Greg has said. If you take training with Khadijah or Dre and you don't see any improvement in your child or even your own game, you can't take training and then not get better on your own now.
Right.
But if you actually allow your child to put in the work, go through the experience, and you ain't pleased, it's a money back guarantee on us, man. Because we've seen it, we witnessed it, and man, looking forward to the AAU season getting ready to start. My son, I think most of the subscribers know he missed his middle school 8th grade season this year due to some technical difficulties. So I'm eager to see what he's gonna do.
I'm ready to see how he looks too.
He's gonna be sitting on the bench, man.
Hey, if he don't do what he's supposed to do, I know he will, and it's only rightfully so. But I think, like I said, I've seen him grow. I was looking forward to see what the growth looks like during this 8th grade season, but we didn't get to see it. But God's plan. Hey, we're gonna see it now. We're gonna see it now because he's been asking me to do some things, and I was like, "Look, bro, you got to show me an investment or return on my investment.
Oh yeah,
because I'm investing in you. Show me what you got." So we'll see. But I know you'll hold it on him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You want to take us out with any last bit of advice for kids, parents?
Perfect. Really, anything in life, but I like to say, I say this to the kids: like, don't let the past mess up the future.
Yeah,
kind of like the same thing. That kind of something like that quote, but like. Even like I'm relating it to basketball because that's what we're talking about. So you'll see on the court a kid make a turnover. Now because he's sad, he put his head down at a turnover. Now he gave up a layup. Yeah, exactly. So now you just double because you messed up one time. You let that affect the next thing. Now you double down on it. So just flush everything. Like just flush it. If something bad happens, you can't stay stuck on it. Yeah.
Because I tell CJ all the time, man. Hey, you can't hit that jumper like I can hit it every time, man. You're going to hit it every now and again or whatever. But hey, I'm going to hit it every time, man. So hey, if you miss one, that's cool, man. I ain't miss one.
Yeah.
But hey, that's you.
Right. Yeah. But you can't.
We went to games where he wouldn't even shoot.
Yeah.
Now, hey, he's shooting. So that's why I'm like,
shooting.
Oh, yeah. He brick. He done built me a house. You know what I'm saying? He done built me. He built the man cave out here, man. We'll see, though. We'll see. His shot, his form is better. His decision making is better. His ball handling is getting better. But I will say this. He'll rebound.
Oh yeah.
He'll rebound.
He gonna get in there.
He gonna hustle. He like Dennis Rodman, Angel Reese. He gonna find a way to get a rebound. And he gonna turn it over after he get it. But it's neither here nor there. But man, we'll give him credit,
y'all, man. Appreciate
no problem, man. Great conversation, man. Without further ado, Greg, we're gonna let Dre get on back to Irmo, South Carolina. Yeah. Shout out to Irmo High School.
Yes, sir.
And
Coach Willard, man.
Oh yeah.
Whip the GOAT.
I'll let you take us on home, man.
Sir. So the name of the podcast is Doing It With Purpose, man. So and our motto is pretty much if you're doing it with purpose, well, if you're not doing it with purpose, you're not doing it with passion, and you're not doing it at all, man. Yeah, we see a Sweat Elite, Khadijah, and they doing it with purpose and passion, man. So, that's what's up, man. Hey, trip salute to Tony, man.
Oh yeah, man. Still praying for the Etheridge family, and we'd like to just say thank y'all for coming out. God bless and good night.